1880, and you're in a town that's called Kings Hill. Now, it's a really small town. In fact, not even most people know about it. Now, you don't have any cars, there's no cell phones, not even phones that you pick up from a wall. There's no cars, not even electricity. Oh, but you do have wagons and horses and torches and lanterns, but you get up and you're thinking, you look at the coal and you're thinking, my family's gonna die because there's not much coal left and I've got no money. And even if I went to the nearest town, I couldn't buy anything that was coal. And then you think, I'll have to go to the Oregon shoreline to get some coal. So what he does is he bungles up. He gets a jacket, his clothes, his gloves, and his hat, and he goes out to the barn and he pulls out the horse. And he knows, I'm gonna have to go to this hill in the middle of the night at 2 o'clock in the morning. So he rides on his horse, miles away from town, home. He gets on this hill, and he knows the train's coming. It's not very far away, so I'm gonna have to jump. So he jumps, and you have to land on coal, which is like landing on rocks, and he's chucking all the coal everywhere. His hands are probably bloody, cold, and red, and then when the train hits there, he has to jump off of the train, and he has no running start, and he has to jump off the train, and he rolls. And then he's all wet from the snow, and he gets up. His knee could be broken. And remember, there's no cell phone, so you couldn't call the ambulance. So you have to walk all the way from there, all the way to there, to get to your horse. And your knees will hurt, and you have to get on the horse, and you have to ride back home. You just woke up, and you're the father at 6 o'clock in the morning. And your hands are sore from chucking all that coal into the snow. Now, you just wake up from your bed, and you have to get up the kids, and the baby's whining and crying. And you know, we have no coal to get breakfast. So you're getting everyone packed up, and you get on your wagon with your horses, and you're going to where you left off your coal. You get off your horses, and you go, and you're trying to find all this coal that's probably, it's almost as big as me, maybe, snow. And coal is like this, but a little bigger. And you hear this, hoo, 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 hoo. It's a train. And that train has a furnace. And there's an engineer scooping up coal and shoving it into the furnace to make the train keep going. Well, the husband knows, uh-oh, I gotta hide behind some sagebrush because they might assume I stole some. So he hides behind the bushes. And the engineer might think, oh my gosh, that's a widow with 3 kids, well, 2 kids and a baby. And she's trying to find some scraps that, well, some coal that came off of the train. And she's trying to find it. And the engineer might be nice enough to scoop up a half a shovel and give it to the widow and throw it. And then when the train passed, the husband would get from the bushes, from the sagebrush, and they would take all the coal back and go to home. And finally, they're at their house, and they've got some heat that can last them a week. And then he has to do it again. And that's just one way old settlers lived